Hey, good morning. How are you today? I want to drop you a quick email because you know what? Over the weekend, I lost a few subscribers, a little more than a few. I sent out an email with the subject line that said, "Money is love." And whereas most people just kind of unsubscribed with that email, I did receive one message that said they weren't interested anymore because money is not love, God is love. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that. My first question is, why can't God be love and money be love? So if you hang on with me for just a few minutes for a short video, I want to share with you a personal experience about money and love that I had. And it happened several years ago, around 2010, I think it was. Soon after the economy busted, I was a single mom, as I've been for many, many years, and self-employed, doing my coaching business, working with women back then as well. And there wasn't a lot of clientele back then because people didn't have money for their mortgages, let alone personal growth at the time. And so I was looking at some financial difficulties, and I felt it was very scary. But I learned something huge in that. It was during the summer months, and my youngest son went and spent a month with his father, which we've never done that before, but I felt like it was a good thing to do because I didn't really have any money to spend on Justin to go to any camps or do any fun, and I really wanted to focus on creating products and building my business the best way I could. But here's what I learned from that. I learned how important it is to have our basic needs met in order to love our kids. Of course, I didn't love Justin any less, but you know what? I believed I had a lot less to offer him. Now, hang on with me. I want you to stick with me because money can be an emotional topic. And so I want you to hang in there with me. As your emotions come up, just notice what's coming up for you. We don't need money to build our self-esteem. We don't need a 10,000 square foot house or fancy cars or a multi-million-dollar a year income for our self-esteem. But you know what we do need for our self-esteem? We need to know that we can provide for our children. And I didn't feel that at the time. And so my self-esteem plummeted. And when my self-esteem plummeted, I was emotionally unavailable for my son as well. I was emotionally unavailable for all of my kids at the time because I was so caught up in meeting my needs and meeting their basic human needs that I wasn't as loving. My temper was really short. I wasn't present for them emotionally. If they had emotional needs, I missed them because I was too busy trying to take care of their physical needs. And that's what I learned. I remember once I got through that piece and I was laying in bed with my son, tucking him in and kind of talking about what we were grateful for and having that kind of a conversation. I thought about all of the families who go through that day in and day out, who are wondering where their next meal is going to come from. And, you know, we talk about the poorer sides of town and how those kids come from the wrong side of town and how they just don't do well in school and how they turn to a life of crime. And I got it. I got it. Those parents are so wrapped up in just the basic human physical needs, getting money to meet those needs. They have nothing left beyond that. And if you consider it in the level of the chakras, our first chakra, our root chakra, is survival. And if we're stuck in that root chakra, we can never get up to the heart chakra of love. You see what I'm saying? We have to work our ways up. So that was such a huge awareness for me in realizing how important it is to have our needs met, for every person to have their needs met, because that makes you a better parent. And here I am, a women's empowerment coach, a mother's empowerment coach. And let me tell you how money is love. When you have enough money, when you know that your needs are taken care of, when you have that sense of security, you show up in a completely different way than you do if you don't. You just can't show up. So no, you don't need money to make you happy. But not having enough money can really make you unhappy. And it really creates a sense of disempowerment. It doesn't just create a sense of disempowerment. You are disempowered. When you don't have the resources to take care of yourself or your child or your children, then you are literally disempowered. And so that's why I sent out that beautiful opportunity to listen to all of those speakers. Talk about changing your mind about money and allowing money to mean something different. We get all kinds of caught up in our beliefs around money being evil and only rich people, only evil people are rich and rich people are greedy and they don't care about people. I really liked the program that my colleague and friend and actually one of my coaches was putting out, and I shared it because it gives you an opportunity to start shifting what money means to you in your life. And money is required in order for you to feel empowered. And when I'm working with women, whether they're single women or married women, we always talk about the role that money plays in your lives. If you're a married woman and your husband makes all of the money and makes all of the money choices, whether you want that or not, and I wanted that when my kids were young. I wanted to be an at-home mom. I didn't want to have to think about that stuff, which it never worked for me. I always wanted my own money. What I found is that it dwindles away. It eats away at your own self-esteem. So being empowered is about being empowered. It's not only your mindset and your self-worth and what you believe about yourself. It has a lot to do with money too. So yeah, I think God is love for sure. And I also think money can be love too. Money is neutral. Money can be whatever you want it to be. So if you want money to be love, I know it's love for me because my heart, I can give so much freely knowing that I'm well taken care of. So included in this email is a flash sale on my Spiritual Money Mastery, which is a 6-week program where we go through the belief systems and the universal laws around money and how to make money more available to you, how to let down those barriers around your beliefs about money and what you think money means and what it means about you to want money. And we work through those over the course of 6 weeks. So see the information below this video in the email, and you can take advantage of this 3-day sale and get that 6-week workshop. It's a program that you can work through over and over for only $19. And hey, let's make money be love. Have a great day.